Oh, we are back for the 2025 World Crokinole Championship semifinal round. In this matchup, we have on your left Shawn Hagarty, who plays second in the Ontario Doubles Championship and top 4 in the London Championship, and also the one who provides the stats for things such as Open 20s averages, which we have on screen. We have that website linked in the description below. Up against him is a 5-time World Crokinole champion, Justin Slater, looking for his 6th title. We saw him in the semifinals last year, unfortunately unable to get past to the final round, but he'll be looking to do so, but first has to beat Hagarty. This will be a best 2 of 3 games, each game being a race to 5 points. Hagarty to open up, and Slater with the first hammer. Players are set. Hagarty draining that first open 20. Slater following suit, and we are off to the races. As we saw from the percentages, both of these players are quite proficient in their open 20s game, but Slater going long, Hagarty doing a great job keeping play on his side of the 15. We're going to see this battle of back and forth. Hagarty actually pushing a little forward, maybe opening the door for Slater. Slater pulls back off a post, and Hagarty's more than content to stick on the outside here. Slater not quite behind, still a lane for Hagarty here. Slater has 2 options here. He can either get in or get behind a post and hope for a mistake. Not a mistake out of himself, though, as he doesn't get the off. 2 pieces on for Hagarty right now. He is playing against the hammer, but we're down to the final shot, and I think Hagarty has this in the bag unless Slater can get a double and a 20. Looks at the situation here. He goes for it. He gets a double. Not the 20 he wanted, though. First 2 points will be going to Hagarty. Slater to open up the second round of this game. And again, it'll be interesting to see if we have a lot of aggressive 20s races. Didn't go very long in the first round, but we know both these players, if you've seen their matches before, quite strong, but Slater coming up short. Maybe a drop back opportunity here for Hagarty. Doesn't get it, passes the opportunity back to Slater. Slater also going long. Hagarty with the hammer. Doesn't get the off, but keeping his piece back far enough that Slater is going to have to work to bring play back. Opts for a hit and stick. Hagarty with 2 options. That red piece on the outside still in. Could play to that, but nice pullback from Hagarty. A lot of action off the post. I don't think there's a 20 here for Slater. Hits and sticks again. Slater is biding his time, waiting for a better opportunity to drop a 20. Hagarty doing a great job not giving that to him. In the background, we see Fred Slater, Justin's partner for doubles. They play second in this year's World Crokinole Doubles Championship. A nice 20 from Hagarty. That might all but seal the round. All Hagarty needs is to take that one off and stay there. That does it. Hagarty with another 2 points, bringing the score 4-2-0 now with a nice 20. He is 1 point away from winning the first game, but going long on his first shot. Slater with a mistake, bouncing off the post. Hagarty makes it hurt, making up for his first mistake. Now up in the cup, play on the board. See Brandon Osborne from the Queen City Crokinole Club rocking his Tracey boards merch in the background. His team was in the top 12 for the World Crokinole Doubles. He made it to the 3rd place match alongside Darren Van Gameren. Make sure to check that out. Hagarty coming really close to the center. Heavy hanger opportunity for Slater, which he gets. We are down to 4 shots for each player left. Right back to the 20s race. Could come down to who messes up first. And if Hagarty can force a tie out of this, he will win the first game, which would be a huge advantage to have going into the rest of this semifinal match. That does it. Tie round. Hagarty taking the first game. We'll see players switch sides of the board. And I believe that will give Justin Slater the first shot of the second game. And Hagarty, the first hammer. As always, players get a few practice shots before they get into the action. On the other semifinal table, we have Devin Portino versus Andrew Hutchinson. We've seen that combo a few times. That is sure to be a doozy of a match, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Slater opening up. Again, off to the races. Hagarty coming up short. Slater capitalizes on that opportunity. Hagarty now finding his range, but he needs a mistake out of Slater, such as that going long. Hagarty with a beautiful follow-through. Going long again. And Slater with a nice roll away. We're seeing some of those defensive tactics that Justin Slater is so well known for. Hagarty trying to pull back in. Not quite enough, though. Slater, that might have opened the door for Hagarty a little bit. It's going to be slim, but there is a 20 here. I wasn't wrong. But not the 20 Hagarty wanted. And the best you can do in that kind of situation is to shake it off. I think Hagarty is all but out of this round. He needs 2 20s, and yeah, shots inconsequential at this point. Slater to be taking his first 2 points of this game, going up 2-0 in the first round. See that nice follow through from Hagarty. Not quite enough, though. It was that 20 drop for Slater that really sealed the round. Hagarty going long on his first shot. And Slater doesn't get the off, but doing a good job keeping play to the far side. Hagarty unfazed by that defensive attempt, getting a posted 20. Slater clears that piece off the board, leaving Hagarty with another difficult shot, and I don't think the posted 20 is there again. Hagarty certainly not lining up for it. Bit of pressure on Slater now. Down a 20 in the cup. Slater is working with hammer, though, so if he can get a 20 at any point, he'll be back in this. And he does, just like that. Beautiful follow-through. And we are off to the races. Slater going long. Hagarty doesn't get the off. And that could prove to be costly if Slater can keep this situation of 1 in the 15, 1 in the 5. Currently a tied round. Hagarty pulls it back to the 10. That's what he needed. Lined up for a double, too. Doesn't get the double, but Slater forced to clear. If Hagarty keeps this on the board, which he does, forces Slater into a position, he needs to angle in for the 20 to tie the round, and he doesn't get it. Well played by Hagarty with a few defensive shots. That nice posted 20 as well. We see this follow through from Slater, but it was at the end. Slater accidentally got to the outside, and yeah, that's what got Hagarty those last 2 points. Hagarty going long, Slater up in the cup, but playing against the hammer. Posted again. Looks like Hagarty goes for it. Just a little bit too strong. And that's all the opening Slater needed. Up 2 20s in the cup now. Looks like Hagarty was going to go for that again, but opts against it, trying to get some action off the post. Slater doesn't get the off, but he leaves Hagarty with what looks to be a difficult shot. Well done. I did not see that line there. Hagarty 2 pieces on the board. Not enough to make up for that 220 difference. Slater pushing a little bit close, though. Opens the door for Hagarty to get a 20 here. And he takes it. Issue is he doesn't get the off. Also leaves Slater with a 20 opportunity. Slater opts to play defense instead. On the upside, leaves Hagarty something to work with. Hagarty almost got a 20 there. Tons of action off the post. Not quite, though. Slater still up in the cup. 2 pieces on the board. Hagarty has a lot of cleanup to do and catching up in the cup to do. Only 2 shots left to do it. I don't think there's a line at that double. I think that 1 post is in the way. So Hagarty might just be trying to get a 20 off this, and he doesn't. So only got one in the cup. Slater acknowledges that and takes away any shot of Hagarty getting back in that round. Slater bringing it 4-2 now. If Slater gets another point, he will win the second game of the semifinal match and force a third game to see who will move on to the finals. Hagarty with his back against the ropes a little bit here as he opens up with a 20. That one just drops in. 2 for 2 now. Looks like we're seeing the kind of 20 shooting that we expect out of these two players. We'll see who the first mistake comes out of. Neither player wanting to break. Halfway through the shots now. 5 for 5, and when you get this far into a 20s race, whoever makes the first mistake pretty much forfeits the round. Unless there is a critical mistake out of the other player. And there it is. Slater misses on his 7th shot. Hagarty drains a 20 for a perfect round. What a way to get back into this and tie it up 4-4. Whoever wins the next round will move on to the finals. This video coverage is provided to you by Tracey Boards, the official board builders for the World Crokinole Championships. To learn more or to buy your very own board, go to traceyboards.com. Link is in the description below. Hagarty maybe with a 20 opportunity here. Players tied in the cup and Hagarty with hammer. Slight advantage to him right now. But Justin with a 20 opportunity up the line doesn't get it. See people watching intently. Eric Mammon in the background, one of the quarterfinalists in the singles division. Went to game 3 with Slater until Slater eventually took the win 6-4 in the third game. In my opinion, that was the best of the quarterfinal matches, so make sure to give that a watch. Hagarty forced to shoot through the post, does a good job. Pressure on Slater now as he bounces back a little bit. Puts Hagarty in a bit of a difficult spot to get to that black piece. We'll see if he's able to get to it or not. He's trying to find his lane. Clearly not an easy one to get to. He gets it and stays on the board. We're looking at that one red. It looks like it's on the line of the 5 and 10. The other one firmly in the 5 region. Down to the final 2 shots. Slater's playing against the hammer. He needs to find a way to get back in. He rolls his one piece up into the 10. Forcing Hagarty to shoot through Hogan's. Hagarty with a mistake. Slater now rolling another one up in the 10 and in a spot that's near impossible for the double. Hagarty has a tough decision. He could try to find the double or accept a single takeout for the tie, which he does. I think he wanted to bounce back into the 15 to win the round. Nonetheless, that is a tie round. This match gets extended an extra 1 round. And we're off to the races. The audience in the background waiting to see who will take this. Slater going long. Hagarty with a beautiful roll away. And we're right back to this cat and mouse action of Hagarty trying to keep play to the outside. Well done. Both those pieces still on the board, but nowhere where Slater can get in. Slater, it looks like he's going to try to peel everything. Loses his own. Hagarty with an open board, up 2 20s. This could be it. Slater forced to peel again. Up 4-1. If Hagarty drains this, he will move on to the finals, and that does it. Shots inconsequential. Hagarty has won this match over Justin Slater and will be moving on to the finals to play against whoever wins the other semifinal match. What a battle. You hear the applause from the audience. And we're going to see this roll away here. When he got on the defense, that was fantastic. And this unintentional shot that put Slater in a tricky situation. Well done. We are not done with the semifinal action, though. we still have to watch Andrew Hutchinson face off against Devin Fortino. And this is a critical match because if Andrew Hutchinson wins this, I believe he wins the National Crokinole Association Tour. But if Fortino wins it, we'll see somebody in his first ever NCAA season having a title shot at World Crokinole Champion. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more Crokinole action. My name is Garrett, and as always, happy flicking.